Today is 1 March 2015. Hi, my name is Bogdan, and today I will be making a review about my detailed statement. So I will be sharing all my results of trading from the last month, and to give you an indication, in the last 6 months I've been testing more than 300 forex robots. At the moment I'm forward testing 9 different systems, and I will be explaining you guys how these systems are going to help me and a lot of you who want to trade by themselves are going to be able to assist us and help us become better traders and make a lot of money. Alright, so this system, as you can see, all the systems started trading at 27th of January, and we buy and sell different currency pairs with the lowest lot size at the moment with the 0.01, and this basically tells you that you're using the lowest lot size, which basically means that you're investing money at the lowest scale. When you increase your scale, you increase your risk, and in this way you're able to lose more money or win more money. So let's have a look at the total results. So as we go down, we can see that it gives you an indication how stable this system actually is. So as you can see, the most trades have been done in the 0.01 volume, and from here on it increases to 2. As we go down, we see that most of the trades after it has been done in the 0.02, and from then on it increases to 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 14 and 21, and the highest is 21. So basically it tells you that the system is pretty stable. It's not increasing with a crazy lot size amount, and this is really reassuring when you start using these kinds of systems 24/5 a week. So let's have a look at some other detail. So what I like about having a large account is that you're able to diversify risk by using different currency pairs. So what this shows you over here is the gain and loss, and what you can see is that it's making more money than it's losing. So the overall results look pretty good for all of them except for the GBP USD. As you can see, it lost more than it made money. So again, this is another indication about how profitable a certain system is on different pairs. Alright, so guys, this website can show you a lot of information. I'm not gonna go through all of it because it's a lot, but I'm gonna show you guys the basic important information. So what a lot of people would like to know is how much money did you invest, how much money did you risk to make the amount of money that you have right now. So what we can see over here is the absolute drawdown, largest drop of the account balance below the initial balance value. So it can give you an indication, again, how stable a system is. And this is very important to compare, because you can, discover the strong and the weak points of different systems. And this is something that I really like to look at, because it can give you so much more reassurance, when you use certain systems. So, as you can see, it has been pretty stable except for the GBP USD. Alright, so let's go to our next system. Alright, again, it's selected on its lowest lot size with a 0.28, and as we go down, we are able to see it increases to 29, 30, 33, 34, 35, and that's it. So this is again so important to see, because it gives you an indication how stable the system is without going too far. And also, when we look at it, we can see that it had a total of 259 trades, and the overall profits loss ratio, it's really good. And when we look at the gain loss, we can see that most of the system, all the system made more money than losing, except for this GBP USD again. See, it lost more money than it made money. So as you can see, we had these drawdowns, the maximum drawdown on the account. So it gives you an indication, how much you're investing, risking to make this kind of money. Alright, so our next system traded on the 0.1. So as we go down, we can see that again most trades have been done in the 0.1, and from here it increases. You see that it moves to the 0.3 and 0.4. So as you can see, only one exceeded all of them with a 37.8. So this is, if you don't have enough money on your account, you're not able to open these kind of positions. So this tells you that this system, unless you have a large account, you should not use this system, because it can go against you, and you could take out your account. So when we have a look at the drawdown, it was pretty big. So the overall was stable except for this, and that's good to know, and also good to understand, because when you in the future gonna trade by yourself, or you're gonna use systems, it's so important to distinguish the good from the bad. And it took me quite a lot of time to actually realize what the major difference is. But these systems can help you detect the strong and the weak points of different systems, also with different pairs. Alright, so let's have a look here. As you can see, the overall of these systems is still pretty good. It made more money than it lost money, so it's very good. And we had a drawdown. As you can see, the Australian against the dollar had the largest drawdown, and if you look at the other drawdowns, you see that it's for this lot size, it's pretty good. Alright, let's have a look at the other system. Again, it's selected on the lot size. So as we go down, you see that it increases, but it only goes to 2.1. So this is not like this previous one, the ridiculous one with the 37. This system for this month shows you that it has been stable all the way, and you can also see that back again in the detail statement, that it didn't have large drawdowns, and that's really reassuring. So as we have a look at the gain loss, you see that the difference between the losing and the winning is pretty good. And as we look at the drawdowns, relatively, this is also pretty good, pretty stable. See no crazy drawdowns, and that's what we like in these systems. Alright, so our next system, as we go down, you see that most of the trades again were in the 0.1. Over here it increases. As we go down, we see that also this system has been stable pretty good. At the highest lot size increased till 3.5. So we had a drawdown, but relative low. So as you can see, pretty stable with only 206 total trades. So when we look at the ratios, the differences, again, it's really nice to see that the profit factor is 2. Basically it's almost 2, as you can see, and this is so powerful, because if you start to understand this then you just start to understand the beginning of the potential. of the market. Alright, so let's have a look at this system. Again, it's selected on the lowest lot size with a 0.1. So as we go down, we can see what happened over here. Alright, this system had a higher increase in lot size. It went up to 11.6. So, you know, if you have a low account, this system would not be something that you probably want to use. But, you know, all these systems have been created by mathematicians, doctors, PhDs, engineers, you know, and it gives you a deeper understanding of, you know, how those people have created their strategies, and it's very interesting to compare them and have a better understanding in the philosophy of the buying and selling of different pairs. So this system has also been good and stable with only 364 trades. So when we look at the win-loss, also here we see that we have a very good factor. You know, the overall were all winnings, and yeah, when we have a look, you know, 1.8, so also pretty good. You know, that's something what we like to see. You can see that it had a couple of drawdowns, and as you can see, the out USD had the largest, but the other ones for the lot size also pretty stable, and again, that's something what we like to see. Alright, our next system traded with the lowest lot size of 10, and as we go down, we are able to see that most of the trades were under 50, and a couple of one were actually 100, which is also the highest lot size in this platform. So you know, this system you cannot just use on each pair, because it's got basically a automatic calculated money management risk. So when you have 1,000,000, you can risk much more, and that's why it's increasing its lot size. So you know, but you can imagine what kind of figures she can make in a day. So if as we look at the statement, we can see that, you know, it went up and down, up and down. It's not something what we like to see. We like to see a stable up moving line, but I also have to say that looking at a monthly period of a system is, you know, maybe just too soon to, you know, just say everything about one system. So when we have a look at the win-loss ratio, then we can obviously see that some pairs did very good and some pairs actually lost much more compared to the winnings. In the end, this system still made money. As you can see, we are up 54,765. So, it's still up at the end of the month. But this system had large drawdowns. As you can see, the largest drawdown was almost a half of the account on the GBP USD. Some systems are not that good in adapting, but also you're able to change those systems by changing your risk management. And I think that's one of the most important thing everyone should learn when you start trading, because if you understand this proportional risk management, you can create a better portfolio, and in this way you're able to diversify risk and become a much better trader. Alright, so this system, as you can see, again, it's selected on the 0.1. So as we go down, we can see that the overall most are 0.1, and it increases its lot size from here. Alright, so now we are increasing it. So as you can see, the highest lot size was 10.33. So in relation to our beginning, it shows you that it still is stable, but it had a couple of large drawdowns. Let's have a look. Oh no, I cannot show you this, and the reason is because this website is not allowed more than 8 MB of detailed statement. So that's because this system traded 19,562 total trades in 1 month, and because of that we are not able to upload the file. So unfortunately I have to go to the next system, but it had drawdowns, it recovered, and maybe when you have a large account, a system like this should be very, very interesting. Alright, our last system, as you can see, the lowest lot size is 4.19. It increases, and the overall is pretty stable. It didn't went higher than 32, so relatively looking, has been stable. As you can see, only 62 total trades, and when we look at the drawdown, we can see that the largest drawdown was 20,000 this month, but in the beginning it didn't come under the 3,000. But again, proportional to the lot size we are using, it's a very good system. Alright guys, thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions, feel free to ask them, and I'll speak to you soon.